This is the High Voltage Business Builders Podcast, daily intelligence for serious e-commerce portfolio builders across Amazon, TikTok Shop, Shopify, Walmart, and every channel that moves the needle. Neil Twa and his Voltage team all day, every day, since 2012. Let's get into it.
You built a brand people actually love. Revenue still dropped. So what do you do when the blue ocean you launched in turns red with competition and you are staring at a shrinking top line? That is the exact situation Beardbrand is in right now, and their answer is worth every operator's attention. It's Friday, July 3rd. Welcome back, folks. On behalf of myself and the whole Voltage team, we are glad you are here for another episode of the High Voltage Business Builders Podcast, episode 313. All right, lock it in. Here is the reality. Most brands facing a revenue decline do one of two things. They slash price or they freeze. Beardbrand is doing neither. They are betting on Meta, TikTok creators, cross-border expansion, and premium product development all at once. Whether that works or not, the moves they are making are a real-world playbook every operator should study. Let's get into it. Look, Beardbrand is not a scrappy startup trying to find product-market fit. They are 15 years old. They built the beard care category. Bandholz literally helped make beards culturally cool again, and they are still facing what every maturing brand faces eventually. The market caught up. Eric put it plainly. The beard care space has dried up. We've moved from a blue ocean of growth and opportunity to a red one of fierce competition. That is not a failure statement. That is an honest operator reading the room. Here's what I find interesting about their response. They are not running from their identity. They are extending it. Grooming beyond beards, premium positioning, new channels, cross-border. That is a brand thinking like an asset, not a product line, scrambling to survive. The Meta move is the one that raises eyebrows for most operators. They are tripling their Meta ad spend. Tripling it, in a market where ad costs have climbed and performance has gotten volatile. Most operators I talk to are pulling back on Meta, or at least holding flat. Beardbrand is leaning in because it is still their number one customer acquisition channel. And that matters. You do not abandon your best channel because it got harder. You get better at it. The affiliate play on TikTok is smart at any scale. Sending samples to creators through TikTok's affiliate network, paying commissions when it converts. That is low risk, variable cost customer acquisition. If you are doing $10,000 to $50,000 a month and you are not testing this, you are leaving cheap discovery on the table. And the cross-border angle through open border targeting European markets could move revenue 10 to 20% incrementally. For a brand, Beardbrand's size, that is real money without building a new product. The lesson here is not do what Beardbrand does. The lesson is that mature brands that survive pick a direction and move, instead of waiting for the market to get easier. It will not. The packaging story is the one that stuck with me when I read through this. Beardbrand spent time and energy trying to get into Target, changed their packaging, developed new SKUs specifically to meet retail requirements, did everything right to land that partnership, and Target never committed. So what did they do with all that packaging work? They leaned into aluminum, premium look, shelf differentiation, great for their brand positioning. And then the tariff reality hit. An aluminum bottle costs 4 times as much as glass. 4 times. That is not a rounding error on your cost of goods. That is a margin event. Here's what I want every operator to hear in that story. The packaging decision was made for one reason, retail shelf differentiation, and it survived even after the retail deal fell through. But the cost structure that came with it did not get reevaluated when tariffs changed the math. That is a trap I see constantly. You make a decision for reason A. Reason A disappears. The decision stays because nobody goes back and stress tests it. If you are running a brand right now and you have packaging, materials, or supplier relationships that were chosen for a channel or customer you no longer have, go look at that cost today. The $300 beard trimmer they are developing is the other piece worth noting. High-end, high-margin brand building. That is not a volume play. That is an anchor product that lifts the perceived value of everything else in the line. Smart operators do this. One premium SKU that makes your $30 product feel like a bargain by comparison. You do not need to be Beardbrand's size to think this way. If you have a product line, ask yourself what the premium version looks like. Sometimes that one SKU changes how buyers see the whole brand.
Would you like to add $100,000 of net profit to your bottom line while saving 17 hours a week doing it? That's exactly what we built Voltage Business Builders for. It combines the power of experience and being in the right room with the power of AI to compress time and increase your business profits. More than AI for the sake of using AI. It's a room full of senior sellers with over 15 years in e-com, showing you the ropes of AI, business building, and creating generational wealth through business. Visit voltagedm.com to see what's inside the Voltage Business Builders room. And now, back to the podcast.
3 moves. Any level. Let's go. Move 1. Audit your channel math before you scale spend. Beardbrand is tripling Meta because it is their top acquisition channel. They know that number. Do you know which channel is actually driving your profitable customers, not just your most traffic? If you are spending on ads right now, and you cannot tell me your customer acquisition cost by channel versus the lifetime value of that customer, you are flying without instruments. Pull that number this week, not next month, this week. Move 2. Test affiliate and creator traffic before you buy it. The TikTok affiliate model Beardbrand is using is low-cost discovery. You send product, you pay on conversion. That is the right order. Too many operators I see write big checks for influencer deals before they have a single data point on whether that creator's audience buys. Send samples first, pay commissions on results. Scale what converts. This works at $10,000 a month. It works at $1,000 a month. Move 3. Stress test every cost decision that was made for a reason that no longer exists. I mentioned the aluminum packaging. 4 times the cost of glass, originally chosen to win a retail deal that never closed. That kind of legacy cost decision is hiding in most brands. A supplier chosen for volume you never hit. Packaging chosen for a channel you left. Fulfillment setup built for a product mix you have since changed. Go find yours. One cost audit on legacy decisions can free up more margin than a month of ad optimization. This one's boring. It is also where the money is. Beardbrand is 15 years old and still swinging. That is the whole point. Real brands adapt. Real operators make moves when the market shifts, not after they run out of options. If any of this hit close to home, you are probably running more channels and making more decisions than ever, with the same 24 hours you had when things were simpler. Most operators are drowning in tabs. Ads, listings, inventory, pricing, reviews, all of it open at once. AI tools look like the easy fix. But bad data in means bad calls out. You do not save time. You make expensive mistakes faster. That is not freedom. That is chaos with nobody steering. Here is what works. Caiman Data pulls your live Amazon numbers into one clear picture. Ads, listings, sales, inventory. You see what is working and what is costing you money, not another spreadsheet that eats your week. You stay in charge. You see the reason before you say yes. Nothing runs without your approval. That level of review used to eat hours every week. Caiman Data cuts that down with one live connection to your account. That is how Voltage helps operators save time, protect margin, and grow without losing control. We have been doing this for 13 years. The operators who build real brands and real exits are the ones who see their numbers clearly and move on them fast. Go to voltagedm.com to learn more about Caiman Data and what Voltage does for operators at every level. Thank you for spending part of your Friday with us on the High Voltage Business Builders podcast. We will see you back here tomorrow. Until then, stay high voltage.